guys, Rain here. I'm here with little Miss Annie Brewster, and I'm here because I have a question for you guys, something I've been thinking about. It relates to your preferences as a Reborn collector, and I'm just curious to see. I've been talking about this with a couple of my friends, the topics come up, and it's food for thought, just another discussion piece. So, first of all, if you are new and haven't met this girl before, this is Annie. And Annie Brewster is the peanut sculpt. She was reborn by an artist named Wendy Graham, who is in the UK. And Wendy's been reborning for about 15 years. Annie is definitely, I call her Annie or Brewster. She is definitely one of the more expensive dolls in my collection, we'll say. She's a flexible vinyl. I really like that. And she definitely brings up the question I'm going to ask in my mind. So my question is this: when you are collecting, what is more attractive or important or appealing to you? And we'll pose it in a would you rather kind of a way. Would you rather have a reborn that when you take your photographs and your videos and you document through those elements of the hobby and that art form is hyper realistic and just sort of stops people really, they cannot tell if it's doll or baby. But maybe in person you can see a little bit more technique and there's a little more dolly features, still gorgeous and adorable, of course. Or would you rather have a doll that makes your heart skip a beat, let's say, whether it's in the realism to you in person and or the the character, the imagined character of this doll, that when you take your photographs and your video look very beautiful but don't really fool anybody, we'll say, just to keep it simple. And the reason that Annie Brewster is a wonderful example is, I definitely have received some beautiful feedback about her and her personality and her painting, and she really is beautifully painted. To me, when I look at her, particularly when she is dressed and posed, she really, to me, just could be a real baby, especially depending on the angle. In fact, I had her out here on this chair, laying like this. Actually, she had the blanket hugged, and she was on the chair. She had the blanket hugged to her face, and her little feet were out behind her for about 4 days. And of course, I cover her up. I would cover her up at night. In general, my dolls are covered when they're not out, and I'm not, changing them or looking at them or taking pictures of them, just to protect them. But she was out for days just because I so enjoyed looking at her, and she really just brought to me the spirit of a real baby. She really did. But I've never really had anybody or too many people over the top, wow, she looks so real, when I share photographs and video of her. And I certainly have had dolls in my collection that exactly the opposite is true, that they really, really shine when it comes to capturing them through the lens. So that's my question. What is more important to you, or which would you rather have? Hyper realistic in the photography, videography, and social sharing, and if that's a big part of the hobby for you, or would you rather have a baby that strikes you as more realistic in person but then doesn't necessarily translate over film? Sorry for the redundancy, but definitely wanted to recap. Yeah, so I think that's it. That's my one question that I have for you today. I really do look forward to hearing your thoughts, your comments, your preferences below, as always. And thank you for stopping by and watching. please feel free to subscribe, but either way, I'm glad you're here. Also, if you didn't catch my last video, I do have a baby for sale. Baby Keanu is looking for a new home, and I will go ahead and throw a link actually to that video in the description below too, if you'd like to check that out. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I look forward till the next time and to seeing all of your videos and hear what's going on in your lives. Much love, and bye for now.